fighting Perry. After you and Perry had that conversation, please wait.
That already happened.
Wait, can I speak?
The first time I ever had an argument with Perry was because of you.
Can you allow me speak?
Do you know?
Can you allow me speak?
Do you know?
Are you gonna allow me speak?
But you know.
After then, I called Perry and said, I told Perry, you can't call a woman ugly. You had no one. She had a lot to say to you. But the only thing you had was ugly. And he's like, oh, I said that. I'm like, but you can't do that. It's wrong. So I don't know what you thought I should have done. You were furious. I was trying to calm you down. I was holding you, trying to speak to Perry. I should have fought Perry too.
What are you talking about?
No, so what do you mean by
Perry said ugly, dirty, you did not say anything.
Okay, so what did I do?
That's literally what I'm talking about.
So what did I do?
Nothing. You were literally quiet. And you
So what's
like,
your point? Why did you
You didn't say anything.
So
Angel said you would have said something, and I'm saying no, you actually wouldn't have.
Okay, so your
Because
point.
she used me as an example.
Okay, so your
So
point.
that's my point. Are you listening?
Okay, so
are
your
you
point is that you
listening? Yes.
Or are you aware
That's
that
literally my
after
point.
the
She
fight,
used me as an example and said, if something was said about Arin in your presence, would you have said something? And I said, no, you wouldn't have. Because that happened.
Okay, but
are
when
you listening?
When you aware?
So that's the end of that then. So that's the end of that then. You didn't say anything to Perry in the moment when he said something.
Don't be drunk.
Exactly, that's the end. So done.
My dear, go and sleep. Don't do that.
Nini, it's okay, it's done.
Since you cannot agree that Mariah is so crazy.
So the thing is, you said you're really bothered about it. Angel, go and heal. Angel, go and heal. Go and heal. Go and heal.
Yes, I'm a bitter bitch.
Go
That's
and
great.
heal. That's
I
your
won't
opinion.
heal, but you're a
You
patriarchy
will heal. Oh, I
princess.
really pray
You
you
did
heal.
not know
Please
that
go
one.
and heal.
Married man, fool.
Oh, is that what you want to bring up here? Don't even allow me to bring up all the things you did in Dubai because you did it in front of everybody I know.
Bring it up, baby. Bring it
Goodbye.
up. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about
At
what?
least everybody
Let's
will
talk
say,
about
oh, she
what?
already said on the show that she's a slut, this one, that one. Yes, let's bring it up.
You kissed everything in the house.
Because it was
Hello?
shoot there. That was
You
the
kissed everything
point.
in the house. Your hands was
It
in
was
everything. Like, what
was
you
shoot
say?
there, baby.
Shut up, it's childish. Just grow
You
up.
should.
Well, I'm interested in this.
What Angel said is directly what I was responding to.
Okay.
She literally left an illustration. I don't know how
Besides this situation,
I
there's
don't know
obviously
That's
more
not
than.
how to answer questions, baby.
You're not going to tell me how to answer a question.
That's
I answered it the
So
way
say
I
what
know
you have. If you
how.
have anything in your
So
mind,
do you want me to talk?
spill
Do you want me to talk?
Spill it.
So I'm
Don't
about
be
to now.
talking
Will you keep
small
quiet?
talk and you're
Oh
running
my
from it.
gosh.
Spill it. Don't run.
Oh, were you sleeping on the same bed with peace till she left the house, and you come out of the house and you just blank her? And it's also like I was in the house for 3 weeks. You were in the house for 9 weeks, so you laughed my 3 weeks 3 times, but you spoke about me every day till the day you left. Like, big brother asked you, what are you looking forward to doing after the house? And you're like, oh, I want to get with my girl Arin, blah blah. And then what? It took you 4 days of media round to have no words. I thought it was stupid. And she never kept it real.
Can I speak now? Okay, now she has finally said what was paining her, and obviously that came from somewhere.
Oh gosh.
So you said it took me 4 days to speak to you, right?
No,
So I'm
actually, I
supposed
said it took 4 days for your mind to be turned around. It actually took weeks for
Oh,
you to
okay,
speak
so
to
it
me.
took 4
You don't
days for
remember.
my mind to be turned around. I don't know what you mean by that. Firstly, when I came out of the house, I don't know what she's speaking about. It was the live show. She says, oh, Nini, you didn't hold me well. You didn't. And I told her, whatever she was talking about, I told her, Arin, I'm going through a lot. And yes, I am angry at you because they said you left a comment on Cross's page. And it's convenient for her to say, we're spreading love and light. Fine,
Isn't that
friends are-
insanity?
But then, it's not convenient for me not to speak immediately when somebody else insults you. It's something to hold, right? But it's okay for you to go and spread love
Why
and
didn't you ask
light.
me?
Why
didn't you ask
So how
me?
did you know about it if I didn't tell you about it?
2 weeks.
Oh,
Again,
so,
I said 2
so I
weeks.
came out with all the rush of media. As when I came out, I was like, I really need to speak to you.
Hi, you're being
Did you
weird.
call me?
And I'm like, is everything
Did you call
okay?
me? Did you call me until we saw that
over
day?
again.
Did you call me until we saw that day?
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
We saw what day?
We saw on the live show. You never reached out to me. You were outside. You already knew
your
you ran.
number.
Okay,
It
so
is
let's
not
get
seeing you.
So how am I supposed to
I'm
reach out
talking
to
about
you?
after the fact. After can we solve it? Like, you know,
Didn't I tell you what the problem was?
How can you take an IG comment? Like,
I think
isn't that the most insane thing?
Listen to me.
Isn't that the most? This is my issue with you. I'm telling you my issue now.
If you had any issue with me, when I invited you out, you should have not come, or you should have put it to me. You don't come there, smile to me, and come to the reunion, and was so confident and say, and be dropping shit. Please, I don't
What are you talking about? And so you have yet to address
No, what I'm saying is that
just one time.
If you had anything to say to me,
Sense.
after I told you why I was angry, I literally told her
Okay.
the only thing I had against you was that you made a comment on Cross's post.
Do you see how insane that is?
And I pointed her out after then. She came.
I'm a human being.
Okay, you are driving a
Okay.
nini. You are driving a nini.
It's done now.
I will not pull
Should I
up.
tell you why I came out?
You shouldn't have come.
I don't-
If you had an issue with me, you shouldn't
We're
have
just
come.
not friends.
And then why did you come?
Exactly. Like,
Why
I
did
don't
you
hear
come?
you.
You know
Like,
to come.
I understand. All I
admit
do,
the
I
truth.
actually
I
understand.
mean, you're a talker.
Oh my
Admit the
God.
truth.
No way you didn't expect this friendship to happen. All of us did. Yeah. But you also know that this was not happening since. So what did it tell you that is happening?
Alright, so I'm
Because I'm not really sure I understand this
aware
story.
of everything.
Yeah, what?
I'm aware.
Okay, hey, what are you aware of?
No, I know what's going on. But then the thing is,
I don't know what's going on.
when we came out that time, Nini loves Arin a lot.
Not loved.
Loves is
Okay.
When Arin left the show,
Do you see love?
Omo, Nini cried for all night.
Whoa, what a waste.
I literally haven't seen it in my life.
Wasted
When
emotion.
Arin left
Shut up.
the show,
Stop
Nini
it.
loves her very much.
Get
But
out.
then,
Come to
coming
me.
on
Stop
with
it.
emotions
Stop it.
and everything, just happened so fast.
That's what you
You
should
know,
have
so
done.
she
You should have kept it real. You should have kept it real. You should have kept it real, Nini.
Fake.
Oh,
Now.
Nini.
So,
Nah, boys,
let me go on.
Yes, go on.
So, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but Nini knows Arin very much. Arin doesn't know me very much, and I'm in the middle of this love because I love everybody much. So, now, me and Arin, I didn't call you either now, because we all, like, media rounds, it was crazy. So we met. But Arin is also going through a lot, because of all the drama. It's Big Brother thing is a lot of stress on our minds.
No, really.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of stress. You don't know who to trust when you step out. There's a lot of people telling you different things. So Nini hears her own stuff, Arin hears her own stuff, and that's what you're looking at like this. People don't even trust each other anymore. It's as simple as that.
True or false?
True.
You come out of the house, something upsets you, which is what she's saying about a comment, and you address it with her. Don't you think it's weird that after that you never call her again?
Okay,
And you're saying you were fine,
Can I-
considering how much you
Then
missed her.
I told her, Arin, she actually asked me, you're acting weird. And I said, I'm actually really stressed, other than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you told her
you
that.
made it. Yes, I told her
Okay.
I'm actually really stressed. And you made a comment on Chris's page. And then she gave me the excuse of she doesn't handle her page. And I said, Arin, it doesn't matter if you don't handle your page, but your people should know your people. Whoever is handling your page will know
True.
you are my girl. And they wouldn't leave that comment no matter what. It's better they don't even make any comments at anybody.
So are you saying that did not upset you, even after
No,
you?
when she said that, and I told her this, and that was it. Ebuka genuinely.
So did you even reach out after that?
No,
If
she
she's
never
not-
did.
If she's saying she's fine, did you reach out?
No,
So
the
my
only
thing
time
is-
she reached out, I still invited her out because I wanted us to talk, and she came.
Okay, let's
So
hear
I'm
from
like,
her.
well, good.
So why didn't you reach out either?
Okay, so this is my thing. I came out. Okay, so when she came out of the house, I went to see both of them, she and Sad, and then she wasn't there, right? But I was going to see her like 2 days after or something, anyways, because the show was ending that weekend. So I was so excited to see her. Saga didn't put me on game, and I kind of filmed like the interaction, and her face was super stiff, and of course, like many people here haven't gone on the show, but when you go on the show, when you're evicted before your friend or something, you guys' interaction is literally tracked in the last moments that you had with them. So this is me super excited to see her. Even people that you guys were not that close, the fact that they're outside seeing you, they're immediately excited, like, oh my god, this person, like, even people that you're not that close. So for her, the lack of emotion, Saga and I, the difference was that I already found I already got the reaction like, oh my gosh, my friend is bad. But her face was stiff. There was literally no smile. And I was very thrown off. Of course, I can see, like, you don't need to directly spell this out to me. So again, chasing game starts, I'm trying to reach out, blah, blah, and everything. So at some point, of course, I have to deal with my emotions myself because she's literally not saying anything to me. As peace, it wasn't just I. So now I've dealt with it. Right? And then after I dealt with it by myself, like, you know what, this person just literally doesn't rate you, and that's fine. You've known her for 3 weeks. Yes, you guys might have been best friends for the 3 weeks, and 24 hours in Big Brother house is like, what, 72 hours on the outside because you're spending day and night with them. So now I've come and dealt with my hurts, right? Now, after then, she tells me it's because of the comment on Cross's page. I already thought that was so stupid. I needed something monumental, like, why is this happening? But you're telling me it's because of a dumb comment on Cross's page. One, I didn't leave it. Two, you know the human being. This is not an Instagram page. You know the human, but you're not saying anything. So at that point, she actually couldn't undo what she had done. And I actually saw her try to undo it, but she couldn't undo it. And I felt like she wasn't being honest. Because when she told me her excuse, I was like, you very well know, because you're in the same position as me, that I'm not the only one signed into my page. Imagine thinking, first of all, I'm not even a social media person like that. Imagine thinking I'm the one leaving all those comments. Two, I directly told her, no, your reason doesn't make sense to me. Why? You can deal with your deal, and whenever you're ready to, tell your truth, come and tell your truth. The end.
All right.
Okay, because so why didn't I tell Angel, your reason doesn't make sense to me because you felt I should have shut these people off. It was what happened, and it's your page, and you take responsibility for whatever goes on your page, and that's what happened. And I told you, I don't know if you want me to lie, and Arin, if you had issues with me, you will not come on reunion to speak about it. And when I invited you out, guess what? If I had issues with you, you invite me out. You know why?
Should I tell you why?
Because I'm
thinking of this going out. Should I tell you why I came out?
I will not pull up.
Should I tell you why I came out?
You shouldn't have come. If you had issue with me, you shouldn't have come.
We're just not friends.
And then why did you come?
Exactly. Like,
why
I
did
don't
you come?
hate
You
you.
know
Like,
to come.
I understand. Unlike you, I actually understand.
You are a talker.
Oh my
Admit the
God.
truth. You are good with what you are a talker.
It's okay.
You just listen.
Okay.
I will admit the truth.
Okay.
Angel finally called you. And you're looking for attention.
All right.
And
Thank you very much.
That is it. Attention seeker.
For once throughout that argument, did I ever bring up your parents?
You didn't.
Did I ever tell you we're crazy? Did I ever body shame you, slut shame you?
I
Nothing
didn't slut shame you.
Proudly sponsored by
Situation from the Shiny Eye season. Do you like Marianne? Do you like her?
As a friend, I trust her.
I feel Marianne likes this guy.
Or she wants to use this guy to get you.
Nah. You bastard. You whole family. Man, you crazy. Is it because I play with you? Children, though. Why the hell children? You should be fucking your mom's right. Oh, yeah, you.
I should be sucking my mom's boobs, but you're in this platform with me. What does that say about you? 35-year-old nigga. I'm 21. I'm in the same place as you. So what the does that say about you?
Useless.
I'm not showing you shit, the woman.
You don't believe
I'm going to show you
What do you want to
No, leave me.
What do you want to do?
This is my biggest achievement. I'm going to show you shit. Woman, you didn't clear. You didn't
Well, JK, how far? I called your name because the two clips, I know you did inside the two.
I did.
Why is that a perception of you? Why do you think?
Man, I think it's just a lot of senseless people that
We just saw two clips now.
Yeah. But we were in a house, we didn't have TV, we didn't have any entertainment. Everybody was talking in the house. I don't think any contestant was there from Dawn. Because Quinn had asked me what happened in the executive lounge after like 3 weeks while I was there and stuff, and I said nothing happened that hadn't happened before. Anything that happened up there had already happened before. And she said like, what, sex? And so I'm like, no, we didn't do that. I thought that we just kissed. So
Who are we?
me and Angel,
Okay.
Angel and I actually went back to Angel and said, so why didn't you tell me that this happened? So I think Angel felt this way that we had a conversation that we weren't supposed to have set up. I couldn't remember that. But I felt like if she had come to me, you know, I felt like if she had come to me and said, hey man, this had happened to me, like why did you do this? I would have addressed it better. So I think that led into why we had that altercation.
And I think there was an impression with a lot of the house, maybe not a lot, some housemates, that what was happening in the executive lounge was not being aired. If not, that's the only reason Boma had the right to attack me falsely that day at the pool table. So he's like, oh, when we go outside, you know, like, let's not tell anybody what happened, you know. I'm really
That's what he
like,
said to you.
I know how to shut up. Like, if you tell me something, I'm like, yeah, cool. So
So you thought it was just a thing in there, and
yes, and I like, it's not like we did anything bad. We're just mostly gisting or anything. And then when it was time for, you know, us to leave, like we kissed and that was it. And he said, oh, don't tell anybody, you know. And I feel like maybe that was his game, and that's fine. So before I had even come downstairs, like left from the top floor to down, he had already got to tell Perry.
immediately.
Yeah, he had already told Perry, I'm not lying.
I didn't go.
You remember?
Usually when I come up from the executive lounge, I don't come up to.
No, but you told Perry it was.
Come downstairs.
You did. It's a thing among some of you men in the house to talk about the women negatively. That's my opinion, and I feel like that's what you did a lot, because you told me don't tell anybody. I came downstairs, I shut up my mouth. You told Perry. I heard you. Like, it's not a matter of.
I was upstairs
Yes,
playing
you-
pool though. I didn't even
No,
come
you
down.
came downstairs, Mama. You told
Okay,
Perry
I
that.
have something to
I
say.
heard you. Well, anyways, let's fast forward after that. I didn't mind that he told Perry. Let's go back to the pool table and everything. Okay, no, before we get to the pool table, Tega Queen were having a conversation that time in the sitting room. I came and joined the conversation. I was listening. I barely said anything. And then I don't know who said he was a kiss and tell. I don't remember who said that. But like someone said that, and then I go upstairs to the pool. I don't think it was the same day, but like later on, like we were playing pool, Yusuf, everybody was just vibing and chilling. And next thing, Boma just starts insulting me from nowhere, unprovoked. He was very unprovoked. And he was saying stuff like, oh, I said he's a kiss and tell. I never said anything like that. Not to Queen, not to Tega. I only sat to listen to that conversation, and I advised Queen where I could. And then when he started attacking me, that's when I told Queen, and I was like, go and ask Queen, did I ever open my mouth to be like, Boma is a kiss and tell?
So did she talk about
Him being a kiss and
him being
tell?
a kiss and tell? That's more fundamental.
Not the
Be
word,
honest.
Not the word kiss and tell directly.
But what did she say?
Like we just discovered something that he was trying to hit our heads together, me and Angel. So we didn't literally say he's a kiss and tell, but we just said this is how this guy is. He's a big, like, let me use the word corny, or it's not straightforward, but I can't remember the exact word.
Yeah. So I gotta say you were there.
So basically, I was in the midst of that conversation. You weren't in the midst. You started conversation with Queen. I was still inside. She made the statement. She actually made the statement of the kiss and tell.
You heard her say it.
I never said that.
Not you.
Okay. And it didn't come from a malicious point. Hold on, please let me finish. It didn't come from a malicious point.
Until did I use the word kiss and tell, Tega?
From the conversation.
Did I use the word kiss and tell, Tega? Yes or no? Don't do that. I did not gossip about anybody in the house. Don't come and say that.
Nobody's saying you gossip
Did I
about
use the
anybody.
word kiss and tell, Tega?
But that was what I was telling him. I was like, this is not what happened. Because I was just trying to justify what happened. So he said that he was already angry, right? And then she was saying,
Okay, but my explain yourself.
My fault to have gone that way. Like, yo, why are you telling people I'm a kiss and tell? So she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, so why are you telling people? So and she goes, where the fight came up was when she said, F you. Okay, and I said, don't tell me F you. And she goes, okay, that was when I fled her. The only person that was on my side that it was Tega. She was like, then what happened?
to say she should not have been on your side. You were the aggressor.
No, she wanted to listen to me. No,
Why?
Everybody had a conclusion.
Let's just say.
Everybody has already had a
yes.
conclusion.
Let's just say yes, yeah. Let's say that, oh, everybody was on my side. Why is Tega taking his own side?
Not taking my side, but listen, at least
this is what
to me,
is.
it was the
Why did they have to listen to you? You insulted my parents and said Big Brother is my biggest
thought you was wrong, man. Don't stop making it look like it was.
So I'm sorry. You did not
decided. You said stuff too. You said all the things you wanted to say.
Stop provoking me.
You said
Hello.
stuff. You said
And
You told me
okay, fair enough. I told you because you were yelling at me. But for once throughout that argument, did I ever bring up your parents?
you didn't.
Did I ever tell you we're crazy? Did I ever body shame you, slut shame you? Nothing
I didn't slut shame you.
Woman,
I
I
didn't
could
slut
have
shame
mentioned
you.
1,000 things that you said, but I did not. I kept my cool, and all I kept on telling you was you and you're crazy. But you called me out on my name, called my mother's name, called my family's name, called me crazy, used my mental health issue. What did I say? Mama, tell me the words that I said to you. I never insulted you beyond you are an idiot and you're crazy. Never.
I did come out and say I was wrong. I didn't.
So you agreed you were wrong?
Yes.
And you will apologize?
I'm sorry.
So, yeah.
Now,
Don't make me
talk right now.
You have problem with your brain. Don't fix it. Don't make me
I understand you're very you don't know how to comprehend. You're from the village. You're very local. That's why you couldn't understand the question games.
Here we go, here we go.